Hey guys, welcome to my second attempt trying to do this video. I tried loading up a save to see if it worked, so I could kind of show off some of the game, and it crashed. But welcome back, guys, to Stellaris, and welcome back, everyone, to the channel, and welcome to the first announcement for the first community game I am hoping to have run some success. So for anyone who's new, who has no idea what this game is, Stellaris is a grand-scale 4X strategy game where you get to... Oh, there you go. You get to build your own empire from the ground up, choose its civics, its ethics. If you want to be a fanatic xenophile who loves everyone and embraces democracy, you can absolutely do that. If you want to be like the Galactic Empire from Star Wars, basically, and just crush everyone into your iron fist, you can absolutely do that. So I'm going to quickly just show you guys some of the stuff here. So we have Empire Select. This is all pre-made empires that are default in the game. And you can see all of their different traits, all their ethics and civics, and stuff like that, like the Commonwealth of Man, they're fanatic militarist and xenophobe. While the UN of Earth is xenophile and very egalitarian, which is very democratic. Gaia, they are militarists and pacifists. Oh no, egalitarian and pacifist, I read that wrong. But you get the idea. There's so many different mixes you can do and so many different things. Like, it's just insane. But these are all the pre-mates. This is for people to get in, play the game, and not have to worry about putting too much into creating an empire right away, because that process can get a little complicated, well, not complicated, but it can be quite overwhelming at first, because there's so much. Let's go into create an empire, and I'll show you guys real quick. So obviously we have a lot of different portraits here, human variations, you got all these different aliens, space elves, space dwarves, orcs, kind of deal. And you got machines. You could totally play as Skynet if you wanted to. Hello, you're new. Ooh, you're funky. I like you. I bought a new DLC and the game's updated a lot since I last played this. I can't remember last time I played this actually. On the channel. For anyone who's been around for a long time, you guys know Stellaris was a staple series on the channel. That was like my most uploaded series. It was my favorite game to play. We have like 2 or 3 seasons of Stellaris on the channel. For anyone who wants to get a look at how the gameplay works, I'll leave that in the links to the series below, so you guys can check that out if you want to, or get refreshed and see where my story left off, because I do have, like I said, 2 previous seasons of this where I kind of played as humanity, telling a story and stuff like that. So you guys can check that out if you want. But oh, oops, I did not mean to do that. But yeah, we have portraits, we have species names, ship lists, species traits. You got all this stuff here, which is, it's pretty much all as it sounds, and it shows all your perks on the side. So you got homeworld. For the climate, your species prefers dry, wet, frozen, alpine, continental, etc. You can name it. I'm just gonna hit randomize, and you can see like it names it out, or you can just straight up name it yourself. City appearance, pretty straightforward. Origins, this is all different ways your empire or nation came to be. Hello, here be dragons. You're new. Since time immemorial, the civilization has shared a star with a formidable dragon. What? Oh, that's new. I bought a DLC recently. I forget which one, and this game's updated a shit ton since I played it last, so there's a lot I'm not familiar with. Then you got like government ethics, with authority type, you know, your civics, stuff like that. The flag customization is always so fun. I love this part of it, because there are so many freaking options to choose from. It is just absolutely insane. And then you got the different color variations, like literally, when it says almost 100 colors, there's literally almost 100 colors, and it's absolutely crazy. And I just, oh wow, there's new things. Holy shit! Some of these are new. Yep, these are new. And then empire name, it's done based on your authority type, civics, stuff like that. Or you can name it yourself. I prefer to name them sometimes. Like the Eldari Confederacy was my most successful campaign. When I played it last, that's actually one of my favorite seasons to play. Then you got like your ruler, you got like the different skin color, gender, and just so much like variation. There's it's just insane what you can do. You used to be able to change the background, but I don't think you can do that anymore. Or maybe you can. I don't know. It's been a minute. But yeah, there's just so much you can do. It's absolutely crazy. So here's the two main things you guys are probably wondering. Let's just go ahead and just load up a game real quick. So we just so you guys have something to watch while I'm doing this spiel. Because I don't have a script in front of me today, guys. I'm just a full sendener. And yeah. Whereas Megan's going to go along because I wanted to just be genuine with you guys. Speak from the heart. Not that my scripts aren't genuine. It just helps me process my thoughts better. But no, today we're full sendener. So here's the why in this. Two reasons why. Why am I doing this? One, to bring the communities together. There's so much of a... No, sorry, I already know how to play. There's a lot of gaps between my communities on Twitch and on YouTube. Both communities are absolutely great. And they're slowly starting to be more crossover between the two. But there's still a lot of divide. There's still a lot of gaps between the communities, and I want to be able to bridge the gap. Because we're all here to have fun. We're all here to enjoy the games we play, share our experiences with games, and just get a break from life once in a while. Because life, I know for a lot of people, is really hard right now. So I want the two communities to be able to continue to support each other. As well as I don't get to do a lot for the communities. I try, but timing doesn't really allow for it a lot. Even trying to collab with another streamer friend of mine has been pretty difficult because of their schedule and my schedule and the time zones just being really difficult. It's hard to try and get a day. So this is a way for everyone in the community, all of my friends and supporters and everyone to just be able to have something that lets us all still have fun. So the how is this going to work exactly? Well, it's going to be pretty straightforward. This will be live recorded 1 day a week on Twitch on Saturdays. I don't have a day set in stone yet. I'm trying to find the time to do that. With other series I'm doing has been tricky. For anyone who's been tracking my posts on YouTube, you guys know that I just had to cancel Assassin's Creed because I've had a lot of issues with the games lately. I've had some glitches with certain things, and just being able to stream it in general has just been frustrating. So I don't know what to do with that game. It's just been frustrating. So that does open up some time, hence why this video is coming out now when it does, because I do have some time, but it's just not fitting it into the schedule. But yeah, it's going to be streamed 1 day a week on YouTube, or on Twitch, I mean, and uploaded the next day to YouTube. That's what I meant. And it'll be a pretty simple process. Anyone who wants to take part, they can help with decisions of the state. They can help with decisions of the nation going forward. And for some RP factor, if anyone wants to have a character in the game, you absolutely can. All you have to tell me is, let's see. Let's say, I gotta remember everything is technology people. Yeah. Just tell me what you want to be, and I will throw it in. The default leader is going to say default. No one can be the leader once their character is elected. But you can see right there, where it says rename leader. So let's say you want to be a governor. You can be a governor. If you want to be a head of government, like, head of research, minister of defense, anything like that, all leaders are renameable. Which is really fun because then it gives you guys a chance to have some fun RP, have some story. Like if you're a governor, let's say, from another colony, you'd be like, I want more representation from my home. I feel like my planet's being neglected, or stuff. Or you could just make up your own role. I can't make custom roles, unfortunately. Only what you guys see here is renameable. So generals, scientists, admirals, stuff like that. But that's where the fun part comes in. Like, you could say, I'm a representative from the far south district of whatever city on whatever colony, and I feel like the district is not being treated fairly. There's not enough investment in whatever sector you are advocating for, because there are actually like lots of things in the game. Let me go back to Earth. Where's Earth? Earth, where are you? Where is Earth? Oh, here it is. When we go here, there actually are a lot of districts. Housing districts, industrial, economic, mining, agriculture, and just so many other things that can be done. It's just what's in the default. We unlock a lot of other things as we go. So there's a lot of opportunity for RP and stuff in here. You know, we have a general that we can recruit. We have armies, and these can be renamed as well, if I remember correctly. Oops. Cancel that. Disband. There's a way to rename armies, but I can't remember how to do it. Actually, let's just go ahead and make an army real quick. And we're just gonna skip all this because this isn't important. But we're just going to fast forward the game. We're gonna get this army up here, and maybe it's just assault armies we can rename now, and not defense armies anymore. Manage, return, repair, control. Oh, here we go. There. Wait. Oh, here we go. Rename ship. There we go. So let's do something as an example here. Let's do CMRD, which is the shorthand for commander, and then we'll do Wolf just because. And then let's name it the. Let's go 107. And then accept. And boom. I now have my own regiment, the 107th Assault Corps, under Commander Wolf. And this can be done with literally anything in the game, guys. Like, if I go to the shipyard. I haven't played in a while, so you have to bear with me while I try to remember how everything works, because it has been a minute. So if I select this ship designer, nope, that's because it's a shipyard. It's gonna take me a minute to remember how everything works. Oh, rename, here we go. Soul Station, this can be renamed as well. So yeah, literally guys, everything can be renamed. We can even rename sectors, I believe. I just don't remember how to do that. But you guys get what I'm saying. Like, we can rename planets, I believe. Yet rename planet. We can literally do that for everything, guys. So there's endless possibilities to what could be named. You can see you can rename all of our corvettes here. Obviously the armies, you guys have already seen that. The construction ships as well. So if you wanted to say, hey, I want to be a space mechanic, basically a space contractor, can absolutely do that. The science ships can be renamed, and so can the scientists actually like running the ship. They can be renamed. So there is no shortage of what you guys can do, or what you guys can be in this game for RP. And a large part of this game is also, oh hello, there's an alien ship there. That's cool. Is also the RP factor that comes with being able to make decisions. So let's say, oh, here's a good example. Let's pause the game real quick. Choosing like our traditions. This is like the principles of which our nation are founded on. If we wanted to say we're very adaptive, we've been preparing for, you can see all the information here. Let me try and find it. Oh, no. Let's see. To adapt is to survive and surpass. And then let's see. Yeah, stuff like this is just ways that we've adapted as a society. This would be something that the council could vote on, kind of based on where we want our civilization to go. So a lot of this would be voted on by members of the community, both live on Twitch and in the comments of the YouTube video of the next day episode. And all the votes would be tallied up and presented forward. There would also be a community post done with the video, with the vote of different options for people to vote on. So this would have a huge impact on where the story goes, on where our civilization goes. And it's not just this. We could vote on research focuses, we could vote on economic focuses, industrial focuses, agriculture, stuff like that. Things we feel like that our nation should focus on. And even military stances. Like, there's so many fun things that we can do with this series that I've done in the past with other friends when I did this privately. For example, me and my friends, we had a private game going, and we had a vote on two different things, Operation Rising Banner and Operation Shield. Rising Banner was a heavy increase into our alloy production, our mineral production, and our military to build our strength because there's a very hostile neighbor beside us who was outproducing us. They even had us outnumbered. So that's where the council voted heavily. I think it was like 2-5 or something like that. It was a pretty clear-cut vote that we voted. I can't remember. Someone else might remember. I voted very heavily on Operation Rising Banner. I was one of the people who voted against it because I wanted to dig in, which was my proposal for Operation Shield, to dig in, fortify the border, and gradually increase our strength over time. Eventually, we did get attacked, and Operation Rising Banner ended up falling apart because we just got punched in the face so hard, and we had no choice but to dig in. An emergency vote was held to see how many senators, or councilmen, I should say, still felt strongly about building up the military. Yeah, only one person stayed voting for that. Everyone else flipped to my vote. And we dug in, we managed to hold them off, and eventually counterattack the aliens. So, there's a lot that can happen in this game. There's a lot that could, overall affect it, and overall lead us to greatness or lead us to defeat. So,
System survey concluded.
with this game, I'm hoping to start one of what could be many community games going forward. I have other games I want to do. I have a community RP game I want to do, where you guys can help tell the story of me surviving in the apocalypse. I eventually want to try and set up a community game with other content creators who I know who are very much into the RP and stuff like that, and eventually just build on one community game to another, and just continue to bring communities together and just be able to continue to have a good time, tell unique stories of these community games, and just give back to the communities who have helped make this possible. So I'm not going to ramble on too much, guys. I'm just going to say, if you're interested, feel free to leave a comment of a character name down below. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It can even be a variation of your username, as long as it's appropriate, obviously. Humor is okay, but it cannot be anything like, past PG. Like, I want to keep this appropriate in some ways, even though I know a lot of people in my group are not appropriate whatsoever. But still, at least try to keep it PG, 13 plus kind of deal, nothing inappropriate. Inappropriate names will not be accepted. But yeah, just leave a comment down below, guys, even if it's just a name for your character and a ship name, if you want to be, a captain of some kind. You can make your character story as detailed as you want, or as not, or as simple, and stuff like that. I have a character that's going to be a passive one. It's going to be in I've used before. Character is going to be Marcus Kane. He's going to be the leader of the defense committee, and we're going to generally be advocating for the defense of human interests, and just making sure that there's no expense spared to protect our people and our investments going forward. So we're going to be very, national security focused. So that's going to be me, guys. It's going to be fun putting together some RP and stuff like that, having some fun RP debates and stuff like that with people, and just seeing where the story goes. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are on board for this project and what we're doing. I hope you guys like the idea of it, and I hope to see you guys on the frontier of space as we go, and telling the story of galactic triumph or galactic failure. So that's it, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and thank you for so many great years on YouTube and Twitch. It means a lot, and I hope this is the beginning of many ways I can give back to the community who's helped make everything I do possible. So catch you later, guys.